it's Rhea. Wherever you are and whatever time it is, I hope you are enjoying yourself. So I know it's been about like 2 weeks or so since my last video, and I do have an explanation for that. It's kind of why I mentioned that there will be like an announcement, and I'll leave that for later in the video, but just for now, this video is essentially just like a time-lapse of me drawing like the Cardcaptor Sakura characters, but kind of like a redesign, as if they were like a little bit older, or like if Sakura was in high school. So yeah. So first I start with Sakura and Tomoyo, because they're like the two main characters that you see the most probably. And like, so Sakura's like the main character and Tomoyo's like the supporting character pretty much, like the main supporting character. And I love them so much as like a duo, like as individuals. They're so great. Sakura's really just precious. Like she just has such a nice, like, you know, like she's like typical magical girl, like, but instead of like Sailor Moon and Ichigo from Tokyo Mew Mew, you know how they're kind of like they're good-hearted, but they're also kind of like they have like their typical moments of like, I want to say being petty, but not really. I don't know how to put it, but instead of Sakura being more like that, she's more like Madoka from Madoka Magica, where she just like has a generally pure heart. But I think like she has a good balance between both of those sides, where it's like she's strong-hearted and stuff like that, but she's not usually stubborn, and she's pretty gentle and caring and stuff, but she's not like weak, I don't think. So, not to call Madoka weak, but it's more of like, I don't know how to explain it, but I hope you get what I mean. Anyways, I just really like Sakura because she's so sweet and she's so cute and she just like wants to be friends with everyone and is so inclusive and like wholesome. Just wholesome, yeah. And Tomoyo is also great because like I was thinking about it the other day and I was like, if I could like have characters that like represent me or like who I'd like what I'd like to be, Tomoyo would definitely be one of them because she's just like this cool rich best friend that's like super talented and like singing and like video production and like fashion design, and she always puts together outfits for Sakura and she like hypes her up so much, and I just love that. That's such great energy. And like, oh. And in light of Pride Month, these two aren't like canonically a ship, but I feel like there's almost a hint at like Tomoyo having a crush on Sakura, like, or like basically like, you know, like she loves her. I mean, obviously like as a friend she loves her, but it's like I always wonder like if there's like something else underlying that too, because if you know the part where Tomoyo is like comforting Meilin when like she comes over to cry about Sharan, and Tomoyo's like, sometimes you watch, like sometimes if you really love someone, you know, you just prefer to see them being happy even if they're not with you, or something like that. She says something like that, and like it's just that whole scene really like inferred something, and I'm like, ouch, my heart, because okay, alright. Anyways, I just love these two and they're great. Doing this redraw, like doing this redesign was a little bit tricky because I wasn't really sure what to like, you know, I don't know. I hope I did them justice. It's not perfect. Like I think I did okay, but maybe I'll revisit this again whenever I feel like I've come a lot further on character design. But I feel like nevertheless it was still like a fun thing to do, and that's kind of what I was going for, because it's just important to like make stuff that you enjoy making. That way, even if it doesn't turn out perfect, you can still be like, well, I did something that I liked. So, yeah. I figured Sakura would have, like, medium length hair. Like, not long, but not super short either. And I feel like Tomoe wears her hair in, like, so many different styles that she'd probably just still keep it, like, mostly long. Has, like, that more elegant look to it. I don't know. But anyways, yes, I love these two so much. They are precious. And I just enjoy seeing the little adventures they go on and stuff like that. So next up is Xiaodong and Meiling. Meiling? Is it Meiling or Meiling? Because sometimes it's spelled with an N, sometimes it's like it has an NG at the end. But anyways, these two are great as well. I drew them together because they're also always seen together, but I don't want any misconceptions about me like making them seem like they're a ship. I definitely don't think that is logical considering the fact that they're cousins. Yeah, but they are, like, their interactions are funny. And I just love both of them because, like, I like that. Xiaodong is, oh my god, he's so precious, and, like, I'm sorry, but whenever it comes to, like the love interest in magical girl animes, he pretty much, like, wins over, like, all the others because he actually treats Sakura, like, the way she deserves to be treated, and, like, their relationship is so wholesome. Like, I'm sorry, but Tuxedo Mask is not out there doing that. Oyama-kun is not out there doing that. Those two are sleep as heck. Xiaodong is great and amazing, and go watch Clear Card because, like, that scene where, like, Sakura is, like, all her friends are pretty much, like, disappearing and stuff, and because Xiaodong's, like, the only one that also has, like, connections to magic, he stops time, and, like, Sakura's, like, pretty much having, like, a little meltdown, and he just, like, hugs her and is like, you have to think, it's gonna be okay, I'm here for you. And, like, he's just so dedicated to her happiness, and it's like, that is how it should be, okay? I'm getting emotional and also sidetracked. Anyways, he's great, and I like how at first, like, when he first comes into the picture, he kind of, like, it's like awkward, shy, but, like, also kind of, like, sassy almost, because he has, like, a crush on Yukito, and so does Sakura, so they're competing, and then afterwards, when, like, that first arc is pretty much solved, he realizes that he has a crush on Sakura, and he's like, oh gosh, and, like, he's just so awkward, but at the same time, like, wholesome and, like, precious. I love him. He's so great. And then Mei-ling is, like, I don't know, I like how her development progresses. Because at first she's kind of like, I mean, she stays bratty, but, like, in a cute, funny way almost. And I like that Mei-ling goes from being kind of, like, almost crybaby-ish a little bit, and chasing after Xiaodong to becoming a bit more, like, strong and refined in her personality, and she just kind of learns to cheer on Sakura and Xiaodong, so I just think that's cute. And plus, like, after that whole scene with Mei-ling crying to Tomoyo, I'm like, oh, is this another potential ship? Because that would be cute. But at the same time, you don't have to ship everyone in a show, you know, it can be kind of, like, overwhelming or, like, extra. But yeah, I thought that was, like, really sweet. It's just nice to see how she, like, becomes friends with Sakura over time, and just seeing how they all come together as friends. But yeah, as far as their design and things like that, I figured Xiaodong would probably have, like, the same kind of hair a little bit, and Mei-ling would probably, I could see her with, like, shorter hair than before, because, like, here's the thing, I didn't want to draw them exactly the same, because I'm like, well, what's the point of doing that? Like, does anyone look the exact same from middle school to high school? I don't know, maybe they do, but not everyone. So, and plus, it would kind of, like, defeat the purpose of me drawing them a little bit older, because all I would be doing is putting them in, like, the high school uniforms. So I tried to make it a little interesting, but still to where you could tell that it's them. So yeah, Mei-ling has, like, she has her ribbons, and yeah. But this pose that I did, I feel like it ended up making her look stiff because I tried for shortening, and if you guys have never tried for shortening before, it is hell. It is, you kind of just suffer, like, you take references you take reference photos and you still suffer, so it's great. I definitely recommend it. So lastly, we have Toya and Yukito, and I am drawing them more as like, I guess, college students. Soft college boyfriends, oh my god. If you don't know, Toya is Sakura's older brother, and Yukito is his boyfriend, but also Sakura used to have a crush on Yukito, and yeah, but he's with her brother, and that's kind of funny, but I love them so much. I remember someone tweeted like a picture of these two, and they were like, who in BTS is this? And I was like, this is Namseok. Are you kidding me? Like, this is definitely Namjoon as Toya, and like Hoseok as Yukito. I don't know how to, like, I just know for a fact that that's what that is. Because it's so, like, you have Toya as like the responsible, like, cool, smart older brother who like always teases his little sister, but like he means well for her. Like, he actually really just wants to look out for her and stuff like that. Yukito's always teasing him for having a sister complex, and he's like, shut up. I love that Toya's like always on some kind of grind. Like, this man always, he's done every job that there is. He's taken all these part-time jobs, and it's so funny because whenever like Sakura's out with her friends, he's just there, and like they're like, what? And he's like, oh, I work here. It's just such a funny and cute trope. But and then you have like Yukito, who's like so precious and like sweet and like soft, and he's always like waving, and he's just like, I don't know how to put it, like these characters are just so wholesome, and like they just make you happy to like watch. And he's pretty, like he's a pretty boy, we love to see it. Yukito also has like an other half known as yoooo, because Yukito is kind of like a vessel for yoooo, who's like, girl, this is a lot to explain actually, you know, if y'all want to look this up, feel free. Because it's a lot to explain. Drawing them as a redesign. For some reason, I decided to give Toya an undercut and like a piercing, and I was like, oh no, he's hot! Because like, wow, why did I do that? I'm insane. But at the same time, it was really well needed. And then of course, like, Yukito has like that soft boy look, and I love that. Imagine seeing them around on campus. I would cry. Oh my gosh. If you've never watched Cardcaptor Sakura, please watch it. It's really great. It's really wholesome. Like, it's a good anime to watch if you need something light but still interesting. And yeah. So real quick before I close this video out, I pretty much just wanted to make a little announcement to explain, like I said earlier, like why it took me a while to upload. And pretty much, I don't know if you guys knew this, but I've been on like a job search for like the past 7 months, and I finally found a job, so yay, kind of. You know, it comes with like good and bad, and I'll probably talk about this in like another video where I can afford to be more chatty, but basically, on one hand, it's good because I can have like reliable income and stuff like that, but on another hand, it's like I'm completely, like, my schedule's completely packed now, and I have to try and find a way to still produce content and like make videos and stuff like that, and most importantly draw, because, you know, that's what means the most to me in my life. So yeah, so that's kind of why it took me a while, because I was adjusting to, like, you know, sort of getting my life set up a lot different than what it's been so far. So yes, but I will still be making videos, of course, and things like that, and yeah, so don't fret. Thank you so much for your support and all of that. But yeah, that's just a little exciting announcement, I guess. I just wanted to let you guys know. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if you like these redesigns, or like if you do anything new with them, or if you know any of these characters and like them. If you enjoyed your time here today, let me know by leaving a like, and if you're curious to see more of my content, feel free to check out some of my other videos at the end, or subscribe. For reference, if you're new, I'm Rhea, or Aetheria, and I very much enjoy making art and art-related content. I do try to post weekly videos, but if you would like more timely updates of my art, then please consider following me on my social media, linked in the description. It is all under Aetheria. Until next time, thank you so much for watching, and I wish you a nice rest of your day and or week. Take care!